Section 1. A shocking start. A recent study shows millions earn less than the legal minimum. Many workers get far less. Some get less than half the legal pay, across towns, in fields. Not a small mistake. A large, hidden crisis touching millions daily. Laws exist but don't reach people. The truth sits in plain sight. Time to name it. The figure is startling. Imagine half paid half. Huge loss of income, empty plates, skipped medicines, children out of school, families deeper in debt. Not just numbers, lives. Law says one thing, reality says another. Section 2. What the minimum wage law means. The minimum wage is the lowest pay a worker must get. Government set this for many jobs. The law says employers must pay at least that sum. The aim is simple. It is to prevent deep poverty caused by very low pay. The law covers many kinds of work, but it can change by state and by job type. This makes it hard to know the exact number. In India, the law has layers. The central government sets a floor. States set rates for local jobs. Some jobs get different pay for skill level. Some places have higher rates for cities. This mix makes the rule complex. But the basic idea is always the same. Pay at least the minimum for the work done. Laws also expect records and receipts. Employers should keep payslips and records. Workers should get wages on time. Section 3. Law on paper versus life on ground. Many workers do not get the law's protection. The law says one thing, life often says another. In many sites, pay is below the legal rate. Even when a clear rule exists, it is often ignored. The result is a wide gap between law and reality. This gap is what keeps millions earning less. Why does this happen so often? The reasons are many and linked. Informal work is common. Inspectors are few. Middlemen stand between workers and employers. Workers lack identity. Workers lack records. Some employers break rules without fear of consequences. All this reduces the law to a promise that is rarely realized for many. The mismatch is visible in small towns, big cities. In farm fields, brick kilns, construction sites, homes, the same picture appears. Section 4. Main causes. A quick map. First cause is the informal economy. Most workers are not on formal payrolls. Informal jobs lack contracts and records. Pay is often daily and in cash. This makes it easy to avoid the minimum wage. It also makes proof hard to find. Second cause is middlemen and contractors. They stand between workers and big firms. The main firm pays them one price. The middlemen keep a share. Workers get the smallest cut. The chain hides who is responsible. Workers fall through the cracks. Third cause is weak enforcement. Labor inspectors are few. Inspections are rare. Penalties are weak or not applied. Corruption sometimes blocks action. Without regular checks, law is easy to ignore. Fourth cause is identity and information gaps. Many workers lack ID, bank accounts, payslips. They often do not know the law. Migrant status, caste, language. These make speaking up risky and difficult. Most low-paid work is informal. Daily wage work, piece rates, and casual jobs are common. There is no formal contract. Payment is often agreed by word, which weakens the worker's claim. Employers can change terms at will. Workers cannot enforce their rights without proof. Middlemen hire many workers for big projects. The big firm gives a contract to the middleman. The middleman keeps profit by cutting worker pay. Workers are told to accept less if they complain. The middleman can replace them easily. The power is one-sided. Workers have little leverage. A short story helps. A contractor hires 10 men for road work. Each man is promised a certain wage. Yet at the end of the week, the contractor pays less. The contractor blames delays and says profits are low. The men need the work and go home with less money. This pattern repeats across many sites. Breaking this pattern needs clear responsibility. The main firm must be answerable. Rules that make firms accountable for their contractors help. Simple registration and oversight of contractors help too. Without these, the middleman system remains a strong barrier to fair pay. Inspections are vital. They are the main way to check law obeyed. But many states have too few inspectors. A single inspector may cover a large area. Inspections may be announced in advance and employers may hide records. Penalties are small and slow, which reduces deterrence. Wages paid in cash leave no paper trail. Workers often lack bank accounts. Payslips are rare. Without proof, legal cases fail or take years. Courts are slow and costly. Most workers cannot wait or pay for long fights. Some inspectors ask for bribes. Some officials are overworked and cannot act. Violators escape consequences. Workers lose faith in seeking redress. More staff, better training, transparency. Traceable wage payments help inspectors check quickly. Public records, simple complaint systems. These are practical steps that can strengthen the law in practice. Many workers are migrants, They move for work from villages to towns. They often lack local ties and lack support. They may not speak the local language, and they live in temporary shelters. This makes them vulnerable to low pay and to exploitation. And they fear asking for rights. Caste adds a hard layer. Some castes end up in the lowest paid jobs, and discrimination sets lower wages as the norm. Even when a law exists, social pressure keeps workers silent. Workers accept poor pay because options are few. Social norms deepen economic harm. Identity documents matter a lot. Without ID, bank accounts are hard to open, and welfare and legal help become distant. A worker without papers has weak proof of work history, and this hurts when claiming minimum wage or seeking help. Simple ID gaps thus widen the wage gap. Small actions can help migrants and marginalized groups. Mobile outreach, multilingual information, help with IDs. Local support centers make a difference. These steps build trust and give workers tools to claim their due wages. Fear is the first reason. Jobs are scarce. Fear is visible, hushed voices, worried faces. If a worker complains, he fears losing work. He may have debts or a family to feed. The risk of unemployment is often greater than the hope of justice. This keeps many silent. Debt and immediate needs bind workers. Moneylenders add pressure. A worker may depend on daily pay to survive, so he cannot risk a fight that might cost him the job. Short-term survival often defeats long-term rights. This is a tragic but common reality. Lack of knowledge is another reason. Many workers do not know the minimum wage for their job. They do not know how to complain. Legal processes seem distant and costly. Social shame, low self-worth. This silence lets unfair practices continue. First, hire more labor inspectors. Make inspections regular. Give inspectors simple digital tools to record violations. Make inspection reports public. This will increase the cost of breaking the law. It is a clear, direct fix. Second, make wages traceable. Push for bank transfers, prepaid cards, mobile payments for wage dispersal. This creates proof for workers. It also makes audits easier. The cost is low compared to long legal fights and lost wages. Third, register informal employers and contractors. A simple, low-cost registration can bring many into the formal system. Once registered, they must keep records and follow rules. That reduces the ability to hide behind informality. Fourth, support unions, worker groups, local NGOs. Help them run helplines, legal aid booths, awareness campaigns in many languages. Train paralegals in local areas to handle small claims quickly. Simple local help can empower workers to speak up. Change will take time and steady work. No single law will fix everything, but small, practical steps add up. Stronger checks, traceable pay registration, local help. These are not miracles, they are doable actions. Citizens must act. Employers must act. NGOs must act. Governments must act. Employers who pay fair wages help local markets and long-term growth. Governments that strengthen enforcement and register small employers protect the poor. NGOs that train and inform workers build lasting power. We must aim for steady progress, not sudden revolution.